Hi, today I'm going to discuss about the business agility. As you all well aware, transforming the agile environment nowadays is essentially important for any of the organizations to perform better results. On this context, understanding about the business agility, transforming themselves into a business agility approach is essentially required even for any organization. Hence, today I'm going to discuss about what exactly business agility is all about and how is this helpful for an organizations to improve their revenue, followed by the kind of frameworks which this agile business agility has. When we see business agility from a larger context, which is a people-centered organization-wide capability, which enables a business to deliver value to a work characterized by ever-increasing volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So this will be helpful in organizations to put out high quality products into the market as earliest as they can. At the same time, it is being used to accelerate feedback loops to learn from the customers. At the same time, identifying opportunities to capitalize on. So these are the helpful things which, due to business agility, and organizations can improve their revenues. Now, when we talk about the business agility framework, which is lies on these things, one is about agile culture, agile leadership, agile strategy, agile governance, agile people, operational agility, and business change agility. When you talk about agile culture, this reflects its personality on that's influenced by a range of factors, including size, geographic spread, beliefs, and as well as values. Peoples and as well as events also getting affected because of the organizational culture. Hence, agile culture provides an organization with a set of core values, behaviors, and practices that allows it to prosper in a world characterized by volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. Its also success comes from promoting, encouraging, rewarding, and harnessing the flexible and innovative behavior of people within the organization, which is spurred by the three components of intrinsic motivation, something like autonomy, mastery, and purposes, all that. Now, when we talk about agile leadership, wherein this traditional leadership often involves guiding and influencing the thoughts and actions of people within an organization to achieve specific outcomes set by others. To achieve flexible, resilient, and adaptable organizations, agile leaders seeks to develop others as leaders at all levels, believing that we all have the potential inherent in a growth mindset to deliver on a shared purpose. This agile leadership feels quite different to traditional leadership in its style and requires a willingness from leaders to ensure that they extend their own competitiveness, competencies, capabilities, and thinking to being agile rather than just by doing agile. At the same time, that is not merely to expect others to do so as well. When we talk about agile leaders, must also nurture flexibility, resilience, and adaptability by developing others as leaders at all levels. These principles should be embraced by any leader wishing to harness the power of collective effort, regardless of scale or authority. Now, when we talk about agile strategy, which allows organizations to develop, describe, adopt, and implement high-level plans to achieve one or more high-level objectives. This strategy may apply to the enterprise as a whole or a subset of it. This agile strategy allows more detailed plans to evolve in responses to the issues or events, and at a pace that relevant to the environment in which the organization operates. And flexibility in planning will ensure that the strategy remains relevant and effective in environments that may be volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. This success of an agile strategy is enhanced by combining the development execution, adoption phases into an iterative and continuously evolving process. At the same time, applying the strategy in chunks for the early and regular testing of its effectiveness and needs for change. Next, monitoring the external environment to see whether the strategy requires modification or not. At the same time, ensuring the organizations and its people aligned with the strategies, all that. Now, when we talk about agile governance, this impacts how an organization objectives are set and achieved, how risk is managed, and how performance is optimized. It can be defined as the structure and process for decision making and accountability. This agile governance builds on a set of core agile values, behaviors, and practices, which allows an organization to prosper in a world characterized by volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and as well as ambiguity as well. It characterized by demonstrating control through transparencies of process and performances in a way that consistent at all levels within an organization, from corporate governance for multinational companies, large corporates, and governments, all the way down to the small teams or even individuals that are delivering products or services in line with the purpose of their organization. The concept of consistency of governance across such as broad spectrum is at an early stage of its evaluation, all that. When we talk about agile people, which are naturally curious and keen to develop their skills and capabilities through experience and study, they feel at home in an agile organizations because agile organizations are learning organizations. When we talk about operational agility, this operates in a world that's characterized by volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, which survives to thrive in such an environment, and organizations need to be able to respond quickly and decisively to any new opportunities and threats that emerge. Doing is so dependent upon the operational agility of the organization, with the most agile being able with an ease and consistency to turn the turbulences in their operational environment to their advantages. In contrast, the least agile will need a special response to avoid being overwhelmed by even the smallest stimuli. This operational agility of an organization is depending upon agility based on following steps. One is about the leadership, strategy, governance, people, culture, all that. The last but not least, business change agility when we talk about. This may be needed to handle business change that exceeds the capacity and capability of the day-to-day operations of the management team. In such instances, agile projects and programs offered tried and trusted mechanism for coordinating complex change activities across multiple parts of an organization. So these are the frameworks which basic business agility framework will deliver us all about. For more information, please reach out to the contact details which will be posted in below to this video. Thank you.